Well, she's in here every week. Hello. How is everybody doing on this? Okay, the bot should be on right now because I see the message here that it's running. So the bot doesn't start until the stream actually starts, and then it takes it just a minute to get its rear ending gear. I guess it's a little bit slow. Had a couple of little issues here with names on the wheel, and bottom line is probably my fault. I had intended to make the wheel part active this morning, and I did not. So yeah, we've been busy doing T-shirts and stickers and other assorted things here. Because of the error that I received in getting this set up, let me read the people whose names are on the wheel. And if your name isn't on the wheel, please go ahead and do so. And if you have a problem with getting it there, let me know. But the names that are currently on the wheel are Lazy Bundy Homestead, Farm Okie, SLT, Organic Raw Roots Farm, Cecilia Jansen, Kiss My Grass Acres, Sunny's Place, and Mama Z. So, first thing we want to say is thank you to everybody that's here. At this point, those are the names that are currently on the wheel. If you would like to get your name on the wheel, you type in !wheel in the chat, and you'll get presented with a link from our wonderful bot that will then direct you for a form to fill out and put your channel name in. And then the magic happens in the background where it's supposed to get transferred to a Google spreadsheet, and then the Google spreadsheet then magically applies it to the wheel, and then if all goes well, we put this wheel up here on the board and spin it, and if your name comes up, you're the channel we pick. So, how is everybody doing today? Some of the things we're going to be looking at on your channel, and for those of you that are maybe new, number one, we're glad you're here. Number two, let me stress that what we're doing here is akin to, say a pretty girl putting a little bit of makeup on just to make herself just a little bit prettier. Nothing we do here today in reviewing your wheel is going to be guaranteed to give you more subscribers, more views, more anything. Anybody that tells you they know the magic behind what goes on is flat out misinformed. Now, having said that, the things that we do or things that we talk about here, these are all things that are presented from longtime big YouTubers, people like Daryl Eves, people like Nick Nimmons, and a whole host of others. And it's basic good sense. Things like having a banner, the way the banner's presented, doing things like having a trailer for your channel, things like having playlists. What do your thumbnails look like? How does your channel present itself to the average individual that comes in? What about your channel name? Is it easy to remember? Do people have problems finding it? And hopefully some folks that are in here tonight, maybe for the first time, put their name on the wheel and they get selected. We can demonstrate some of the things that seem to cause some issues for people. But again, none of this stuff is 100% necessary. This is it's almost like the makeup aisle at the big box store, and that's always crowded with folks. Everyone from young girls to older folks. It's like going to the hairdresser to get your hair done. Doesn't mean your hat. Well, it might make your hat fit better, but it's not gonna change the person underneath. That's all up to you folks. So anyway, we're glad to see people in here. Back to Rootstead, Duncan 1900, Kiss My Grass Acres. I hope I don't butcher this. I'm sorry, the EPH, I'm just not going to be able to pronounce it. I know, I'm being told it's biblical, I should be able to, but I can't. Ephesians 3:20 farm? I'm sorry, I just can't pronounce it. But thank you for being here. Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading, always a pleasure to see you. Back to Rootstead. I'm on break, so I hope I don't get called when I'm not here, but my wife might be watching. Back to Rootstead. Yeah, of course, we always hope and wish that the people are here, but even if we can't get a response, we'll do a real quick once-over. Royal Amethyst Acres, thank you so much for stopping in. Ivy's Forge in Homestead. Ivy's Forge in Homestead. I don't recall seeing you in here before, but I've been told yep. Thank you for coming. So having said all that, let me get the wheel linked up over here. And of course it's being obstinate. Link to Google spreadsheet. There we go. Now sign in. Come on, Smudge, get busy over here. I got to get the right columns out of the spreadsheet. Link sheet. Okay. All right. So we have that set up. I do have, from a person that comes here regularly and is still getting started and has emailed me and so on and so forth. And of course, we always love to hear from you in the form of an email and so on. And she was one of the first ones here and put her name on the wheel. And that's Farm Okie SLT. She's actually changed her name a little bit. I'm just going to throw her channel up here just for a moment because it needs a few things that we're going to be talking about here tonight, and so we're going to use Farm Okie as an example. So here is Farm Okie's channel, and as you can see, there's no banner, so it's kind of barren. Farm Okie, I really think you need a banner. Now, you got a trailer here, which is always a plus thing, and the time is real good on that. It's 38-second trailer. The biggest problem I see with this is the fact that it was done with a cell phone in a portrait mode. That's why you have these black sidebars on either side. If you take that cell phone and you hold it horizontally, it'll fill up this entire screen. It just makes for a better presentation. Okay, we're going to jump back to the About page just to look here. And you've got a single paragraph that doesn't tell us a whole lot, but does say a little bit. So let's just briefly look at it. It says, "Hi, y'all. I'm Lynn. I live on a farm in northeast Oklahoma in Zone 7A. Please follow my journey. I like fishing, learning, spending time with family, and helping people. I'm getting healthy ×3. You can expect that. I started posting videos on February 7th, 2020. Please subscribe, like, and hit the bell. Goes live every Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Time." Okay, well, there is a lot of information there, but a lot of it's not pertinent. So here's what I mean by that. I think it's great that you tell us you're from Oklahoma. I think it's great that you put in a growing zone that you're in. Although you didn't really say anything in here that you're going to, that anything on your channel is going to reflect gardening. This is the only hint that I have that maybe it will. Typically, descriptions should run 2 to 3 paragraphs, and those paragraphs should exceed no more than 3 lines. So 3 lines of white space, 3 lines of white space, 3 lines of white space. Good examples would be Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. Good examples would be, what's Carrie's channel? Built on a Rock.
Carrie or Kira?
Kira.
Kira in Oklahoma. Homestead Dreaming.
Homestead Dreaming.
Smack him, Kira.
Okay, Homestead Dreaming.
Oi, Bev is in here.
I just obviously get a little bit tied up, but another thing you do not have here is you don't have your email address. So how can somebody get a hold of you if they want to do a collaboration or something like that? It's not always the best thing for somebody to say, "Hey, would you like to do a collaboration and a comment on a video?" Good thing to do here is to put your email address. You do have links to Facebook and Instagram. You haven't created any playlists yet, but you're still kind of getting started. And I'm going to be real frank here about something. I don't think you're ready to be live streaming. And I know you're doing that on a weekly basis. I think you need to get some more content put together first. Now, this is a personal opinion. I'm not saying you do a bad job with it or anything. I'm just saying you need to get some content put together. Here's your videos that you have. Your thumbnails, I think, could use a little bit of improvement. I'm guessing these are all thumbnails that YouTube has pulled out of whatever videos you've uploaded. It just needs a little bit of overall work. But obviously, you're getting started and you're getting there. A lot of these are done with your phone. And again, in that portrait mode, that's just probably most all of your videos are done with your phone, I'm guessing. Now, I'm not sure why. For example, this one here on the far right on the top row is sideways.
Oh, look at them. There's quite a few like that.
I see that. I see that. But there are programs out there that you can make thumbnails with where they give you templates. They help you along. Things like Canva. We don't get into that on Thursdays, but we certainly do on Tuesdays. Matter of fact, we had a big thing on thumbnails just a couple nights ago on our Tech Tuesday. And 2-3 weeks ago, we had Crystal from Copper Kettle Farms on. They gave a complete demonstration on using Canva. So we touch more on those on Thursdays. So Farm Okie, as it evolves, then we can change this first front page here and move right along. But since you've written, because you come in every week, I wanted to kind of touch base with you here. So thank you for being here today. And as you get things going, or if you have a question as to how to do something, how do I upload a video or something, send me an email and we'll see what we can do to help you. All right, so let's get back to the wheel. We'll give it a spin and see who is next to come up here. Mashas Sound.
But they haven't said anything, so it's not showing up.
Okay.
Tell Vegetable Gardening how do they get people for review. They're from the UK.
Okay, Vegetable Gardening. If you type, or if Sherry types in here for you. Yeah. Okay. Our bot will put a link in the chat here. And you click on that link and you put your channel name in there. That puts it into a spreadsheet, and that spreadsheet populates the wheel. That's how your name gets on the wheel. And Sunday's Place is absolutely correct. The free version of Candy, you don't have to spend any money. That will get you access to make thumbnails and banners and all kinds of stuff. All right, so let's go find Mashas Sound. And here is Mashas Sound. Wow. Almost 28,000 subscribers. And I'm just going to stop right here for a moment. Very interesting thumbnail. Has a trailer video here that I'm not sure. Do you think this is Japanese? Do you think it's...
I can't see it. Actually, possibly Greek.
Possibly Greek. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping in. We appreciate seeing that. The banner is
Lynn just now got in. She said, "Hey, y'all."
Okay. The banner is very unique. Obviously, I'm sorry. Your native language is foreign to me, and I can't read what a lot of this is. But it does not stop the presentation. There's just a lot of things I'm not going to be able to relate directly to.
Emma says it could be Russian.
Could be Russian.
Could be. That's very true. Could be Russian.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Russian to me. It's Greek to me, Emma.
Okay. So
organic raw roots. Until the stream is actually running, your name will not be set on the wheel, even though it shows that the wheel is there. So if you put your name on the wheel before the actual live stream started, you need to redo it.
I will, and because there was a problem here.
You'll reload it after this is it.
Well, before the stream, I will go in and I will read everybody's name that's on the wheel, on the list. Getting back to this channel, let's go look at the About page. Covers and her own songs with guitar and ukulele. And does have the email address and does have some links here. So geez, I thank you for being here. Obviously, this is a totally different genre.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a young lady that plays the guitar, plays the ukulele.
See their Ivy's Forge? Me too.
Cover songs. This is where they're playing somebody else's song in their style. See what they have playlists. They got a number of playlists. I am not going to play anything from this channel for a couple of reasons. Number one, the language is foreign to me, and I don't know if there would be some copyright issues involved here. So, playlist. Let's take a look at some of the thumbnails. All right. Overall, the thumbnails are pretty good. Overall, they're pretty good. Let me get the last 18 of them up here on the page here for you. And the one thing that I will mention here, there's certain places on thumbnails that belong 100% to YouTube, and you should never have anything on the thumbnail in that location. That's in the lower right-hand corner. For example, this one right here, you can see that there's a timestamp there that is on top of and covers the word August. I'm not sure what the word is here, but the 2-minute timestamp covers it. Again, I don't know what the word is. It's in the native language, but it's covered with the 935. So it doesn't matter what country you're from, that lower right-hand corner of your thumbnail belongs to YouTube and will cover anything that you have up there. If you do have text on your thumbnail, it needs to be highly contrast and big enough to read. And I think you've done an excellent job with that. The text, it's either the contrast is very good by itself or it has outlining, which makes it that way. Some interesting pictures. Overall, I'm going to say you've done a very, very nice job with your thumbnails. So let's go back and we will see if you've done any modifications on your homepage.
Well, she's obviously not here anymore because she's accepted.
Well, maybe she doesn't fully understand me too. I don't know. But I am going to mention on her front page, she has taken the time. She's put some of her playlists on the front page. They're all in a horizontal format. The trailer video is a little over 4 minutes, which is a little bit on the long side. But overall, nice job. And Mashas Sound, I hope I'm saying that right.
I think you are, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here and stopping by.
Didn't tell you that Saturday morning after Mama Z did her cooking live stream that she does every Saturday morning.
Yeah.
She went to watch Daniel Eves. Is that his name?
Daryl Eves.
Daryl Eves. I knew it was the same name as you. I don't know why I said that. And she was chatting with some people in the chat, and he noticed her screen name and mentioned it on his live stream.
Oh.
And she got a few subscribers because of that. So kudos to you, Mama Z.
Okay. Now, I guess I need to compare two things here, because if I look at the...
There's a lot of people that said they put their name on there and it's not showing up, but it won't let them do it again.
All right. And I'm not sure why this is. So let me just... We've not had this issue before. And in a nutshell, what happened was I didn't actually make the wheel part active until 20 minutes till 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people had already typed in, so I tried to remove those names and manually put names back in. So here's where I'm at, folks. Let me see what we have here. I have and I don't know why this hasn't worked this way, but and I'll just share it with everybody because I have absolutely nothing to hide here. Here's the deal, folks. Here's what I've got. These are the responses that I have on the wheel of names. So Lazy Bunny Homestead, Farm Okie SLT, Cecilia Jansen, Kiss My Grass Acres, Sunny's Place, Mama Z's Texas Kitchen, Mashas Sound, Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading, Speed Streak, Back to Rootstead, Homestead Dreaming, Ivy's Forge and Homestead, Vegetable Gardening, Organic Raw Roots Farm, Royal Amethyst Acres, and Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. Those are the ones that I have on the response page. But when I go, and let me just refresh this, when I go to the spreadsheet,
it's not showing them all.
It's not showing them all.
Okay, well, because you just read off Organic Raw Farm, and they said it won't let me put mine back either. It says contact owner.
Okay. And it should allow them to go in and make a change.
That was Nick Nimmin. Okay. Wrong person then, Mama Z. I still think it was cool.
Okay. And I've actually talked with Nick. I've been on his show.
Yes, you have. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who am I missing? Let me compare the two here.
Organic Raw Roots Farm said maybe they can go back in and edit their name.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. And if you just put the number 1 after it, I'll know.
Yeah.
So if you would, go ahead and try that. So we've got Lazy Bunny Homestead, Farm Okies, Cecilia Jansen. I'll have these both up at the same time. Cecilia Jansen, Kiss My Grass Acres, Mama Z's, Mashas Sound, Speed Streak. For some reason, I don't have Speed Streak. Is Speed Streak in the chat here?
Mm-hmm. They have been.
All right. Speed Streak, can you Can you go in and just maybe edit this to be speed streak 1? I want to see if that populates this spreadsheet like it's supposed to do.
Is Paul's up there? Dutch off grid?
No, his is not in here either.
He put his in also, and he said it wasn't showing.
So, Paul, Allen Farm just populated, so Allen Farm was just added. In 16 responses. Talker at homesteading, he did the 1 here. If for some reason it did not populate.
Don't you just love computers?
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm afraid to do this.
Can you do a refresh on that?
Well, I did.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
All right. Because we're just getting started, because this whole thing has screwed up on us.
You're going to delete that and have everybody put it redo?
Yep.
So hold on, folks.
Everybody just stop.
Yeah.
Hold your horses.
Don't put your name on the channel thing yet. He's going to delete it and then redo it, and you're all going to do it fresh.
Here, let me. All right, now just hang on.
No, he doesn't use Chrome. Well, you know, we are using Google Chrome. I shouldn't say that, Emma. Vegetable gardening, we're up to no good. What about you? Hey, Brenda, are you... I didn't see your response. Are you going over tomorrow or Saturday morning?
Damn it.
Why does it keep repopulating?
That's why.
Oh, okay.
All right, now I just need to create a new spreadsheet.
Okay. Oh, Lord, Ted's back. Did you get your Boone's Farm? Allen Farm, how are you? Long time no see.
Okay. So, folks, it should be like starting from scratch tonight. Please go put in.
Here's a link.
And I'm going to watch it on the back side here.
There's a link, folks.
Okay, vegetable gardening, you are in.
Brenda, we can't, even if we were going to try and go, we can't go tomorrow because Daryl is going to our youngest son's house and helping him out.
Speed Streak is in. Ivy's Forge and Homestead is in. Homestead Dreaming is in. Sunny's Place. Kiss My Grass Acres. Lazy Bunny Homestead is in. Allen Farm is in. Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. Farm Okie is in. Mama Z's is in. All right. It all appears to be working correctly now. I apologize for this. But all right. How are we doing? Getting pretty good here. Responses. Samson Farms has been added. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get another person up there. Get the wheel over on the screen. Well, at least we got it caught, and thanks to everybody's assistance, we got it fixed, and we know that everything is fresh and good to go here. And I guess it's fitting that I thought it was going to stop on Farm Okie, but it didn't. Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. You are selected. All right. Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. Let's go find your channel. $839 subscribers, got 25 videos, and he's got this what do they call it, Cheshire cat grin. Like I'm not. He's just got this wicked evil grin, Dutch. So let's go look at your channel, see what you got going here. All right, real nice looking banner, Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. Nothing difficult about the channel name. I do find it interesting, Dutch, and I'll just kind of mention this in passing. Your channel name is all individual words, Dutch, Off, Grid, and Homesteading, and yet on your banner you have it all run together.
Oh, that's what it used to be, remember? You changed it.
So he changed it.
You changed it that night you were talking about it.
Okay, so but he hasn't changed the banner.
Oh, that's true.
So that's why I'm mentioning it. So, and I don't see a trailer video here. So that's something that's missing here is your trailer video. Jumping back to the About page, the description reads as follows. Hiya, I'm Paul. I live in the Netherlands. Welcome to my channel about doing as much as possible yourself at home. I don't live in the country. I live in the city. I bought the house where I live in and have a small garden from 15 by 20 meters, which in our measurements are 49 by 65 and a half feet. Year 2020, I like to do more DIY vlogs, once a month or more with gardening. A new idea I have is to do something. I like raised beds on top of the roof of my garage and kitchen, and animals and projects in and around my homestead. That's why I started vlogging, so we can learn from each other, and not only in my country, but worldwide. These days possible because of the internet and YT, which I'm guessing stands for YouTube. And maybe we could build a worldwide community. And I think we are doing that, Paul. I really do. please subscribe and put a thumb up. It really will help my channel. And if you like my vlogs, hit the bell for notification for future vlogs. See you soon. Every Friday at 5 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time, I have a live stream. Laters. So, okay, Paul, nice job. Has email address here and links to Facebook, Instagram, and, of course, the mandatory PayPal link. Has a few playlists. And let's just see if you've remembered to add your description on these playlists. There is a description here. And we'll just grab this one at random. And there is a description here. And on the videos, let's take a peek at the thumbnails. Okay, Paul, I'm going to say overall, I like your thumbnails, but there seems to be a little bit of a lighting issue with some of them. For example, this one is just too dark. You're doing a nice job with the text as far as making it highly contrast, so it's easier to read the text. But the picture itself is a little dark. It might help for you to throw that picture into an editor and see if you can brighten it up a bit. You don't have to go out and buy anything to do that. There's free programs, a cross-platform program that is an absolute excellent editor would be GIMP, G-I-M-P. One that might be a little bit easier to read if you're on the Windows platform would be Paint.net. Those are both excellent picture editing programs that are absolutely 100% free. Jump back to your home page here and let's see what you've done. And pretty much all you've done is you've taken the uploads container and you've switched it to a vertical format rather than horizontal. If I were you, I would take at least one of these playlists. Maybe the one that has the most, has the 5 in it, homesteading DIY. And I would add that playlist to the front page here, either in a vertical format or horizontal, either above or below this uploads as you're getting started. But I think it's time you could add that to your front page here. You also need to create yourself a little trailer that's 30 seconds to 3 minutes in length, a quick little video just to say, hi folks, here's what you would expect to find on my channel here. My name is this and that, and maybe where you live, and that you're going to show people how to pan for gold or whatever it is you do here. So, Paul, thanks so much for coming. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat. We thank you for being a Smudges People member. We certainly do. So, Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. If you guys are not subscribed to him, go check him out. He's got some good stuff, and nothing wrong with getting some a little foreign flair with your daily dose. All right, let's go spin the wheel again. Uh-oh, here we go.
They just got here.
Reap what you sow. All right.
Jeretha.
All right, look at this. They are quickly approaching 10,000 subscribers, 9.78, so 9,780 some subscribers, 379 videos. They've been busy. Somebody's been busy down there.
Harbor Freight coupon?
It's Trisha.
Oh.
Okay, so different looking banner here. Easy to read. Got their name on it. Got a little picture of them. And they have got a trailer video here that's 1 minute, 37 seconds long. Welcome to Reap What You Sow. It gives you a real quick garden tour, and just overall, it's a nice little video. Let's jump back to the About page and see what they've done here. Description reads as follows. A family from central Louisiana trying to exploit the resources that God gave them by raising their own food, veggies, and some dairy products, and process their own meat, rabbits, beef, pheasants, chuckers, quails, and meat chickens, plus a mini Jersey cow, which obviously, well, that would be the dairy products. We raise our rabbits in a 1,200 square foot colony. And I'm guessing this is a typo. It says alone with the pheasants. I bet that should be along with the pheasants. So you might want to just kind of check that. Along with the pheasants, chuckers, quails, and a few special chickens. We also have 4 beautiful granddaughters. Teresa, are you including your granddaughters in your rabbit colony? I'm teasing you now. So, just, when we stop back to visit you, don't come after me with anything. With the Lord's help, we plan to live a more sustainable lifestyle and continue to move away from processed foods. This is not something that is done overnight. It's a journey, and I hope you follow us in our journey to become self-sufficient. May the blessings of the Lord be upon you, Todd and Jareth. Please feel free to drop us a note to share your homesteading ideas and just to say hello. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you greatly. God bless. And they have a snail mail address here. Email addresses here, links to Facebook, Twitter, PayPal, and Instagram. And folks, I got to tell you, if you have not been watching their videos, you definitely need to go check them out. They are one of the few homesteading channels that I believe it's 1 million, is it not? That they put out a video that has gotten we'll find out here. I don't want to say something wrong. I know it's certainly approaching that. Oh, yeah. Folks, right here. They put out a video, actually about a year ago, but it's got 1.1 million views. That's an accomplishment. I don't care who you are. Reap what you sow. Congratulations on that. 1.1 million views. All right, so let's see what they got in the way of playlists. And they got a few. I'm just going to open up a couple to see if you have remembered to put that description on them. So open that up here and take a look. And you most certainly did. And we'll just, check a second one here. And again, that has it. So I'm going to make the assumption that they all do. Let's go look at some of your thumbnails. Okay, they've kind of developed their own style here on the thumbnails, which is very interesting, and it's different from what a lot of others you'll see. I'm going to call it kind of, they brush in their text. I'm going to say that. It's like they took a big 4-inch wide black paintbrush and just created a splotch in one corner or the other at some of an angle. And then they used a bright color paint on top of it to put the text in. Works very well, makes it very easy to read, even if the text itself is not of the standard text. It's more of the comic type text. It's not the smooth text that people are used to seeing, like you would read in a newspaper type thing. Very easy to read though, and the high contrast is great. A couple of the pictures are a little bit on the darker side. I think they could improve that. But you know what? And let me just pull this down a little more so you can see the two that I'm referring to. Get the magnifying glass out here. If you notice, these two are just a little bit on the dark side. And I'm sure that if you were to take that picture or similar one and throw it into a photo editor, you could brighten it right up. Great job. And again, congratulations on belonging to the Millionaire Club. Your homepage, good length on a trailer video, and you haven't really modified your page at all. You just have the upload. So I would certainly add some of your playlists down here individually. Don't do it in a group thing. Add individual playlists, because that's where the description of the playlist comes into play and is displayed here on this front page. So I'd certainly do that. Todd and Jarrah, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, and want to thank you for being our friends. So let's go get another name off of the wheel. Uh-oh. Looks like the Lazy Bunny. Lazy Bunny Homestead. You are on deck here. All right, we're going to talk about your little logo here in just a moment. Let's first get back here to your page. I'm going to give you as much real estate here as we can. All right. Obviously, a newer channel. They only have 46 subscribers. And I'm a fan of pictures that have unfocused items in the background. I'm a big fan of that. I like the picture that you've chosen to be your banner, but your banner has no information. It doesn't say Lazy Bunny Homestead. It doesn't say, hi, we put out videos 4 times a week. It doesn't say, hey, we live in Timbuktu and we welcome you too. There's just nothing here. There's no information. It's like that billboard alongside the road that says, hey, if you just rented me out, there would have been 50,000 people that have read this message today.
I am new and trying to get things right from the beginning.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not.
We all have been there.
Absolutely not. But again, this is your place to kind of show off a little bit about you. So, if nothing else, it is of my opinion and many others that
Hamiltonville.
That you should have. Well, how about you, Hank? I'm just guessing it's Hank, but it might not be. But I think your channel name deserves to be on the banner somewhere. Now let's talk about your little logo or avatar here just for a moment. I can see in it. Matter of fact, I can do this. I'm going to just bring up the image in a new tab. Yeah. I don't know where the image came from, but YouTube will take the image and they form it into a circle. Whatever text is on the sides here is too small to read. If this is, in fact, an image that you have acquired from the internet, I will only put out a word of caution about using other people's images. In many cases, it's copyright, and copyright seems to be a big thing here lately on YouTube. There's a bunch of big YouTubers that have been involved in some copyright issues as of late. So
they got Pixabay.
They got a Pixabay? Mm-hmm. Then that's great. Pixabay is absolutely fine. However, the text on it is not legible in the format that it's in. So I would be inclined, I like the picture, but I would be inclined to eliminate the text, crop in a little bit closer just on the head and the ears. You don't need to have quite so much of the body, and get the head and the ears and that rabbit holding the flower in its mouth here. I think it's a very, very cute logo, without question. So I would just do a little bit of modification here as far as sizing and stuff to get it to appear in its best possible form. And it might mean to distort it a little bit. If you've got any questions on how to do any of that, please send me an email with, hey, I'd like to learn how to do this. This is what I'd like to do. And we will definitely address that on a Tuesday night. We'll make it part of if you would, almost like a class or demonstration type thing. And not only show you, but it will show others as to how to do that. So Lazy Bunny Homestead, 46 subscribers. Let's go to your About page and find out a little bit more about your channel.
No text and bigger head. Question mark. She's questioning you. That's correct.
Yeah, that would be my thought. Now, it may involve a little bit of distortion to get it to fit best in the circle as YouTube displays it, but that would be my thought. Obviously, the text is too small to read. You can see it's there, but you can't tell what it says or what's there. So, all right, description reads as follows. Hip hop, everyone. This is Christine, coming to you from Tucson, Arizona. Don't let them tell you it's dry heat. When it's 125 degrees and you're sweating your tuckus off.
Tuckus.
Tuckus?
Tuckus.
Tuckus?
Tuckus. Forget it, Darren. But
when you're sweating your butt off, there ain't nothing dry about it. So anyway, I think I'd have to agree with that. So my dream is to have a 2 to 3 acre homestead, but as I said, I live in Arizona. Trying to get back east, but I'm doing what I can where I am. I have a small porch where right now I am trying to grow a few vegetables, herbs, and flowers. I will vlog my growing escapades, some make-a-mix recipes, some of the recipes my family enjoys, and may throw up a craft video or two. If you are interested in something else, hit me up and let me know what you want. Until then, have a happy day, everyone. Mail can be sent to Lazy Bunny Homestead, and you have given a post office box type address. I'm guessing that's what this is. I certainly hope it's not a street address.
No, that's how they do. Well, I don't know.
That's why I just said what I did here.
Uh-huh.
In Tucson, Arizona. And you do have your email address here, which is a plus. My question to you is, if you have Facebook, by all means, get that in here as well. And if you have Instagram or any other social media platforms, those could certainly be added, which not only can be added as links at the bottom of this page, they would have the potential to show up on your banner as well if you so elect that option. See if you have any playlists, and you do. And let's okay, let's I am so tickled to death that you have this here, and then I'm going to tell you, geez, you need to go hide this. But we'll get to that in a moment. We're just going to look at a couple playlists and see if you'd remembered to put descriptions in. And there's no description here. So there is a place to put a description on all of your playlists. We'll look at this one. And 2 for 2, there's no description on that on those playlists. Okay, what is the purpose of a playlist? Let's go back to playlist ABC. The purpose of the playlist is a container to hold videos that have something in common, whether it be a common theme like gardening or plowing snow or planting seeds, or as you have some great titles here, fruit trees, pallet DIYs. Those containers should all contain a group of videos that have that common subject in hand. But this is your channel. These should be your videos. Here is the exception to them not being your videos. Let's say that you come to us, or anybody else in here, or a whole bunch of people in here, and say, hey, I'd like to do a collaboration. Like, I want to do a collaboration on baking brownies. So you go to Kiss My Grass Acres and say, would you join me in this? And she goes, well, certainly we can do that. And Duncan 1900 would probably jump right on that as well. Maybe Cecilia Jansen, maybe, who knows? Maybe everybody in here would want to do that. Because all of a sudden, here's a common cause content thing. And you've created this, so you create a playlist that you put not only your video from that collaboration in there, but everybody else's as well. That's the only time you should share out to other channels on your from inside your channel. Having said that, this one down here, as much as it just pleases me to see this, because it shows that you've obviously been a watcher of content that we have, this has no business being here. This is your channel. This is not our channel. Although I thank you so much for being a viewer and thinking highly enough to create a playlist. So, and if you wanna have a playlist of our stuff, by all means do so. Just make it private, so it's just for you. We won't tell anybody that you have a private playlist. That's cool. All right, let's go look at your videos. See what we got here. At this point, as you mentioned, you're just getting started. You've got 3 videos. And let's see what we have here. Yeah, Lazy Bunny, I'm gonna be real frank with you here. For somebody that only has 3 videos and has 50 subscribers, you're doing a hell of a job. All right. This first video, apparently your first upload, which was done a year ago, was done with the cell phone. So A year ago, 9 months, and 6 months ago. So, three. What was the one from 3 months ago? All right. You need to upload more often. I think that's a must. You need to put out some more videos. And that's just learning. That's just getting started. Because this was done a year ago, I will mention, obviously this one was done with a phone. This one also was done with a phone. I don't know about this one, but if they are done with a phone, yeah, I'm down in the lower. See, I'm down here in the lower left-hand corner as you're looking. Hold that phone this way. If you hold it this way, it puts those big black boxes on both sides of it. So just hold your phone in this fashion, and that fills up that screen completely. All right, on your home page, you have no content yet to expand on here, so there's really no changing you can make here. I do a banner. I create a trailer video. I think you've got a really good start here on your about page. Now something else I guess I need to talk about, and I didn't notice this. Let's go in this palette playlist. Yeah. These are not your videos. And I did talk about that. I talked about it at length with me. But any of these playlists that's not your stuff, just make them private. Keep them for yourself, your secret. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to talk more in depth about getting started on stuff, let us know. By all means, send us an email. It's twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. I think that you're doing you're dipping your toe in the pond in a proper fashion here. So, would love to see you succeed. Lazy Bunny Homestead, thank you so much for being here. Let's go find another channel. Okay, Sunny's Place. Sunny's Place. 417 subscribers, 56 videos. And let's take a peek at this. All right, the banner, I think, is really good, with one caveat. It's quite possible on a phone some of this is not going to be legible. But since I'm not seeing it on a phone, I can't say. I can say that it's good high contrast, even though it is tiny print. I have no trouble reading it, and that's saying quite a bit here. I like the incorporation of your logo into your banner. I like the incorporation of your logo as a single color, which would make this that logo a great thing to put on shirts, business cards, so on and so forth. So, good job. And I don't know if you thought I had to do it that way, but it certainly works that way. You have a video here in the trailer video area that's approaching 5 minutes in length, which is a little bit long for a trailer video. Typical trailer videos, they should be 30 seconds to no more than 3 minutes. Matter of fact, a lot of people will tell you 30 seconds to 90 seconds. But I know it's often hard, especially from a homesteading background, to get something in 90 seconds. So we jump that out to 3 minutes. Let's go look at the About page and see what else there is to learn about Sonny's Place.
Tornado Tempe said hi.
Sonny's Place is an 11-acre homestead in rural Missouri where a family of 4 is learning how to grow and raise the best food possible. All right, hold on. Granddaughter here.
Go back there.
Granddaughter here. We'll put her on the screen. There she is. She's waving to Tempe.
Nathan's daughter.
To Samson Farm's daughter. So,
Fine.
see you on the screen over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they can all see you there with you hugging your drink and
My drink.
Which I stole.
hugging Nana's drink. So.
Which I stole. It's now my drink.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So.
Thank you, dear.
So granddaughter has now gotten a wave to one of her friends there. And I'm sorry, we're back to Sonny's Place description. 11-acre homestead in rural Missouri where a family of 4 is learning how to grow and raise the best food possible. We are currently growing food in various size hugelkultur beds that we plant rotationally and use succession planting to grow for the better part of the year. We also have a 12 by 20 foot organic strawberry patch that generates an alternative income to the homestead. We have a small orchard with apple, peach, sour cherry, nectarine, plum, fig, pawpaw, and pecan trees. We currently have a mixed flock of egg-laying chickens and ducks who keep our pantry stocked with delicious, nutritious eggs. In June of 2020, we'll be raising our first meat birds. We are also handy people and love to build things. When we're not growing food or hanging out with the chickens, you can catch us on working on various DIY projects or banging out hot steel into knives or other tools. Follow along as we learn to grow and build our best life. Email address is properly placed here. You have Facebook link, Instagram link. I think it's a wonderful write-up. Very, very well done. And I'm just curious, is 12 by 20 foot, that's pretty good size, I guess. But how many quarts of strawberries does that produce for you? Just curious. All right. Go take a look at your playlist. You got a couple here. Let's see if you remember descriptions. And you have. Fantastic. Let's check another one. And a big description. Love to see that. Thumbnails. All right. Sonny's Place now has presented us with another method that's common, but it's a good thing. They have put their logo on most, if not all, of their thumbnails. Everything I see here, anyway, has it. You can't really read it, but you can see what it is, and it becomes recognizable. So if you look at the upper left-hand corner of all these, they've just dropped this little logo up here. And now that you know what it is, even on a whole entire page full of random thumbnails, You spot one of these and you know who made it. You know whose it is, irregardless what the picture is. So it's an identifying mark. It's kind of like, the golden arches. So you call this black circle, golden arches. The text, for the most part, is pretty good. It's a little bit small in some cases. And again, the text here in the green brush background is just small enough that it's pretty tough to see. The part 3 here is hard to see. In the green background here, it's hard to see. And on a phone, it's definitely going to be hard to see. So just to keep that in mind. The other thing to think of, if text on a thumbnail is not an enhancement to the content of the video, there's no reason to have it. It clutters the space of what would be capable of being produced with the picture, and they always say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So the content of the thumbnail, picture-wise, means more than the text. The text can add to it, but it doesn't add to it if it's exactly the same thing as the title of the video. So garden to table brunch, this is just duplicated. So if you want this on the thumbnail, I would certainly take it out of the title. That's an opinion. And as we started off the stream tonight saying, obviously all we can do is give you some opinions and some generalizations based upon methods and things that we've learned from very, very big YouTubers such as Daryl Leaves, Nick Nimmons, and some of the others. We're kind of I have chatted with some of those folks, but they don't have time for the little guy. They don't, and we do, because we're the little guys. Nice job on your thumbnails. I like them. Okay, and you've modified your front page. You have put some of your playlists on the front page. This is where the description really shines and shows up. So Sonny's Place, great job. Great job. Like everything you've done. Let's bring the wheel back up and get another contestant to come on down. There we go. An Ohio gal. J Love Adventures. $515 subscribers, 123 videos, and this big smile right here on this avatar, logo, thumbnail. Life is an adventure, gardening, canning, crafts, and cooking. Picture of the stream. That's with the weather we've been having here lately. It could be down our front yard, but I think it's in our backyard. We've just had so much rain.
Yeah.
All right. It has a trailer video here that's 2 minutes, 26 seconds in length. Jump back to the About page. And let's read the description. Life is an adventure. Won't you join me in mine? I'm a Christian, a wife, a mother of 5, a singer, a writer, an artist, a beginning gardener in East Central Ohio. I put up a lot of gardening videos. However, there's also family trips, DIY projects, canning, cooking, crafting, and vlogs. I also join a lot of collaborations. There are many wonderful people in this community. Who wouldn't want to make a video with them? I enjoy trying new things and teaching others what I have learned. I don't always get things right the first time, but I learn from my mistakes. I try to post 2 to 3 times per week, so ring that bell to make sure you get notified when I put up a new video. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Email address is here. Links to Instagram and Facebook. I think it's a nice write-up. She's basically said everything she's going to do, says how often she's going to try to upload, gives you some background information, gives you a location. What more can you ask for? Got a couple playlists. So let's see if she has remembered to put descriptions in them. Let's grab a couple here. Nice lengthy description in that one. Let's do this one. And another. So we're going to make the assumption that there are nice descriptions on all of these playlists. All right, let's take a peek at the thumbnails. We'll get the last 18 of them up here on the page. All right, here are some super plus things about her thumbnails. She has great facial expressions on the majority of them. I mean, you just look through these, and with these big smiles, facial expressions, with the subject matter more off into the background, the artificial intelligence portion of Google, it just swarms onto this type of a picture because it can tell the facial expressions, it can tell it's a smile, and that's the kind of stuff that they like to do. As far as the text on the thumbnail, for the most part, she's got good high contrast. Some is not quite as good as others, but for the most part, it's pretty good. And, yeah, I think you've done a wonderful job. Wonderful job. Going back to your homepage, let's see how you've laid out your homepage for folks. Of course, you have your trailer video here, and now you have a playlist, Adventures in Gardening, another playlist, and you've swapped it. You've gone from the horizontal to the vertical format. Another playlist, back to horizontal, back to vertical, back to horizontal, back to vertical. Nice job. Nice job. So, J-Love Adventures, thanks for stopping by here tonight. And do you know, has there been a final decision made yet?
No.
Okay.
It's not the end of the month yet.
Well, that's not going to leave a whole lot of time.
No. Jess and I need to talk about it.
So, well, and what we're talking about, just so everybody here kind of knows, is J-Love Adventures is very much in the mix here on the Buckeye Sizzler, which is a Ohio meetup.
Yeah, she's my cohort.
And that was scheduled to be
next weekend, June 6th.
Is that next weekend?
Well, this is Memorial Day weekend, isn't it?
Well, today's only, I don't know. I lose track of time. But it was scheduled to be for June 6th at a, what is it? It's a state park?
Yes.
At
State Park.
At a state park in southern Ohio. And,
yes, it would be, what's today? 21st? No, it would be
2 weeks.
Two weekends, yeah.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
2
so
weeks
we
away.
Still have, we're dragging our feet.
There is a possibility if
Governor DeWitt opens up the state.
Yeah, if the governor opens up the state, they're going to go with it. We're going to go with this Buckeye Sizzler, and that may be the first Homesteaders
of the year.
Meetup of the year.
Yeah, that would be neat.
So.
Yeah, thank you, Lynn. I don't know why I thought it was next weekend.
Yeah. Okay, so it's in 2 weeks. So, anyway, J Love Adventures is very much involved in that, and
yeah. Do you remember the first time we met her?
The first time we met her?
Uh-huh.
No, but I know that we've met her.
It was a year ago.
Why are you looking at me like I'm supposed to remember all these people that we meet?
I do.
Well, I'm going to say there's a good possibility we met her at Lehman's.
We did. Very good. That's the first time we met her.
Okay. But I know that we've.
What you making me, Mandy?
Met up with her at other places and other.
Yep.
Because at the Homesteaders of America conference, they visited our camper and sang songs.
Yep. Yep. And stayed with us during the day at the when you're doing live streams. Yep.
So, all right. So, life is an adventure. Gardening, canning, crafts, and cooking. J Love Adventures. Thank you so much for being here, and hopefully we can all get together at the Buckeye Sizzler here in a couple of weeks. Let's get the wheel.
She said, "Good job that you remembered where we've met her."
Oh,
that is a good job, Jess. Trust me. Hey, spaghetti works for me, Mandy. I don't have to cook it.
David Hodlings. Am I pronouncing that right? Hodling?
It's hot. It's H-O-T.
That's
what I would think hot.
Hodling? Hotlings? David Hotlings channel. Okay. Let's go find your channel.
That's true. Ivy's Forge. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll bring garlic bread, Mandy. Nathan, message me his name. We may know him.
How would we know him?
Nathan said that he has an army buddy that lives in Mansfield.
I know, but look at his. I mean, he's younger than our kids.
Okay.
So how would we maybe know his army buddies?
Why not? Maybe we know him because of our kids.
I suppose it's possible.
Stranger things had happened. I mean, we had a cop at our door that we knew.
All right. I don't even want to think about that. David Hodling.
He's telling you how to say it. Just
Hodling. So I was not too far off.
Yeah.
Hodling. All right.
Oh yeah, the Sizzler. Oh my gosh, Carol, I remember that place.
230 subscribers, 141 videos. I'm going to talk about your logo here in just a moment. Let's go check out the channel. Whoa, look at this. Look at this banner. That is
right.
That's that's from a grow light. I'll bet that's a grow light background.
You got it.
Of a picture taken of you sprouting some sprouts here, is my guess. Welcome to the David Hodlings channel. And the trailer is 1 minute and 56 seconds long, so that's a good length. And I find your logo here very interesting from the standpoint it's a circle within a circle that's offset with the tree and just barely encompassing your name and channel. It's well done. It's geometrically wrong, but it works. So it's different, and there's nothing wrong with being different. Let's jump back to the About page and see what your channel's all about. The description reads as follows: a Marine veteran that has been to 27 countries. CH-46E mechanic, service connected and no longer able to work. I'm rebuilding my life after a bad divorce, losing cars, an archery business, and a house in Roanoke, Virginia. I have been welder, truck driver, machinist, worked at Home Depot, and spent my fourth grade year on sunnycovefarm.com. This is my family's farm. Videos drop Monday. Saturdays gardening or homesteading related. Thursday channel update and possible live streams 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I started this channel in February 2020. RED, Fridays and weekends, hiking, Shed Wars drop on Saturdays. Thanks for stopping by and God bless. Videos drop daily, 5 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I garden with hydroponics and soil in my apartment in Phoenix, Arizona, which is about 600 square foot. I live in Gardening Zone 9B. Email address is here, and Facebook and Instagram links. David, you have a lot of information there, sir. But it's very difficult to read. So just consider this for a moment. I don't know that it's necessary to include all the time zones. I mean, let people relate to whatever your time zone is. So if your time zone is Mountain Standard Time, then people should be able to figure it out from there. Maybe because I don't have a Marine veteran background, but I don't know what a CH-46E mechanic is. So if that's something that is related to your Marine past, and somebody like Big Bear, or maybe I don't know, maybe some other some other service veteran knows what that is. I don't know. I just don't know what it is. I don't know. I would just be very cautious on. I'm trying to think the best way to say this. This is a place where you want to talk about you. You want to build your channel. Now, to do that, you want to relate personal things about yourself, but I don't know that you want to build a channel based upon announcing the fact you've had a bad divorce and losing cars and losing a business and this and that. I just don't know that that's where you want to head trying to build a channel from something that's on the downside. I don't know. Spent my fourth. This does not make a lot of sense to me. It says spent my fourth grade year on sunnycovefarm.com. This is my family's farm. And obviously, this is a web address, but is this correct? Your fourth grade year? So if it's your family's farm, so in other words, you had some farming background just in the fourth grade? Is that? I'm just not sure where you're going with this. And I'm trying to keep my eye on the chat here to see if you're directing me in areas that I'm missing. I think hydroponics is a fascinating subject, and you're in Phoenix, Arizona. We had somebody else in Arizona just a little bit earlier here that was just getting started with their videos. That
Lazy Bunny?
Was it Lazy Bunny? The Tukas? Tukas. Sweating your butt off. I don't know. There's a lot of information here, but to be frank with you, I guess I don't like the way it's presented. And again, that's just the way that it strikes me. I guess I like to see things a little bit more on the upbeat side, if at all possible. So let's jump back and see what you have in the way of playlists here. And you have got a few.
Yep, it was Lazy Bunny.
Okay. All right, you created a playlist that's a play all. Typically people will do that to share that list with people with phones just to view all their videos to get some watch time and stuff like that. I'm going to make that assumption. That's why you have that. So we're not even going to look there. But on some of these others, I want to see if you have remembered to put in a description. And you do have one. So DIY budget build cheapest possible. And then on the description it says keeping this hydroponic build under $60 total. I would try to incorporate the hydroponics into the name of the playlist here. And the reason I say that is because depending upon where you utilize this playlist, there's nothing in the title here that is indicating hydroponics. Hikes. Let's see if you have a description on that one. And you do. No, hiking in Arizona. Okay, and you have a save playlist down here, which is not yours. Again, typical gurus will tell you that if it's not yours and you don't have a direct connection in the form of a collaboration or contribution, you don't need to advertise other people's channels on yours. So if you want to have it, that's fine, but you can make that private for yourself for your use.
She's coming.
Well, I don't know how to get rid of that one.
Above there.
I was advised by Epic RV Adventures about doing that. Okay. Well, typically a play all is utilized by a channel that's working toward monetization. And what they want to do is they want to get some hours, and nobody can blame them. That's the YouTube game. So they'll create a playlist of all their videos so that those people with phones can just go play that playlist and just leave it run for overnight or hours on end or whatever it is, just to give them watch time so they can get monetized. What other reasons could you possibly have here? From a computer standpoint, I can go to videos and I can just play them all right here. And I guarantee I will get all of them from this. If you forgot to put one in your playlist, I would miss it. But apparently with a phone, this little play all is not available on a phone, and perhaps not on a tablet or something like that. I don't know. But on a computer, it most certainly is. And this is the place where I would utilize a play all. So that's the only reason I can think of. As far as the you must have figured out how to get rid of it, huh? Because it's gone. Videos, playlists, it's gone. So you figured out how to get rid of that playlist. Good job. All right, so go back to your videos here. We're looking at thumbnails now. And let me get the last, they're pretty close. We'll get the last 18 of them up here for everybody to peruse and look at here. All right, you've utilized some of that same concept on most of these videos about putting your logo up here on the in the upper left-hand corner, with the difference being, and I'm not saying this is good, wrong, bad, or indifferent. I'm just simply pointing out this is a difference from the previous party that had this. They had taken their logo, because everybody's used to seeing it in the circle. They have created they've created their little logo for their videos in a circle, probably utilizing a clear background, and putting that in so it remained a circle. So in other words, this little logo in the upper left-hand corner looks identical to the one beside your name as you're chatting on the stream here. But again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. That's a good way to identify channels. It looks like that's something you played with a little bit here a week ago and have continued to build up, and you're doing it regular here, which is all. It's all fine and good. And if you want to leave it rectangular shape, that's fine too. I just mentioned that was a difference that I noticed. Let's talk a little bit about your text on the thumbnails. Number one, again, a high percentage of these thumbnails, you've got great facial expressions in them, like some wonderment, some anger here. I don't know, a serious look, smiling. So you're showing some personality in the thumbnails here, and that's all big plus stuff. That is all big plus stuff, because the artificial intelligence can and does read that stuff. But let's look at the text that you have on these thumbnails. And the one that I currently have highlight it here with the magnifying glass. With the magnifying glass, I can read it. It says hiking into Walnut Canyon. Now, here's the problem that I have with all this. I know this is my problem. This is your channel and my problem. The text that you have on your thumbnail is exactly the same thing as the title of the video. So I'm going, what's the point? The text that's on the thumbnail is not, there's not enough contrast. It's too small in text. Here, there's a number of problems. Number one, it's too small in text. You have tried to make the contrast good enough by putting the blue background with the white, but it just is not really doing the job. Maybe because the blue has some transparency in it. If it were to be a very dark blue or something, the white would stand out better. And the other part of that is you're not using a good legible font. It's got some roundness. And, well, just for example, let's go back to your most recent one. Thursday update, easy to read. We'll come back to this one. The font has got a roundness in. It's a little hard to see. It fades into the background. So that's, to me, that's a little bit of an issue. Now, we'll just kind of move up the road here. Again, the font is difficult to read, but with the magnifying glass, what's left for the DIY budget build? It's almost the same thing as the title of the video. I would be inclined, if you feel that you have to have some text on the thumbnail, and I think you would be the perfect candidate for this, look for a 1 or 2 word hit phrase to put on that thumbnail. For example, this, you're talking a budget DIY hydroponic system build episode 6. So maybe just use the word save, or save with the $sign, or a single word economy. Something that relates to, but is not part of the title. So therefore it's added to it, if you follow along with what I'm saying. Same thing on most of these. Is they're very difficult to read. And I'm sure I'm not telling you anything that you're not aware of. This one's much easier to read than this one. This is much easier to read. So, just, now, the good thing is, you can come back in and change these anytime you want. You can come back in and change them anytime you want. There's no penalty for changing your thumbnail, no penalty for changing your title. Matter of fact, you can add keywords. You can do all that. You can do it every day if you want to. And you don't lose any views for doing it. Back on the home page. Okay, you have fallen into the trap, the YouTube trap of saying, oh, here's a nice way. We've just created this generic container for you where you can just throw all your playlists out here. But this has not done you any good. It's not done you any favors at all. So rather than use create a playlist, do your playlists individually.
But do you realize on a phone it doesn't have a playlist? You have to create one. If you want to do, a phone does not have view all option 8. Computer.
We already talked about that.
Okay.
We already talked about that.
I was in the kitchen.
All I'm saying here is that, see, this, I'm on his homepage, and he's put create a playlist. He's taken updates or uploads off, which is fine. But now he's got this container of created playlists, which encompasses all of your playlists. So if you do them individually,
It's subject to me.
right, by playlists, that's where each one will show your playlist description, and you can build out the length of the page here, either in a horizontal or vertical format. So I would do that. I would do individual playlists on your front page here and go with that. And I would not include the play all here. Go ahead and keep your play all playlist if you've got people that are playing all your
That's
videos.
what I click when I'm on my laptop.
Okay.
I give them watch hours. I click play all and it just runs.
Okay. And I'm saying that's fine. But I don't know that I featured on the front page when I mean, if that's on the playlist page, wouldn't that be good enough or not? I don't know. I'm asking you.
If you go on a channel and it goes to the home page, okay? Right down below, right before all the videos start, it should say uploads. Right next to that on the computer, it says play all. Just click play all and it will play everything that they have.
But on a computer, you have to go to videos to see that.
No, this is on home. I didn't even click videos yet. I'm on where it says home.
Whose channel are you on?
Gemini.
Because nobody else's channel has that. They've had to have changed it to do that.
Okay, well, hold on. Next one.
We're having a discussion here, folks, where we all learn, me included.
Nope. Stringfield Ridge Farm. Home. Scroll down. Uploads. Play all.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see. He doesn't have his uploads here, so I can't compare it on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but David Hodling, thank you so much for being here, and I'm gonna look deeper at this. I'm certainly not saying to get rid of that, but I am saying that I think your page would be more presentable, individualizing those playlists as we've mentioned, and again, good channels to go look at for examples include Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. They include
Homestead Dreaming.
Homestead Dreaming is an excellent channel to go look at. Anybody else right off the top of your head? Well, and we've looked at good ones here tonight too. So,
yeah.
Okay, David, thank you so much for being here. And let me first check and make sure that we are good and linked up here on the
Lazy Bunny. Who asked a question, dear? I'm sorry. You mean the question about how do I get rid of playlists?
Well, David said he couldn't figure out how to get rid of it, but I saw he got rid of it when I went back to the page, it was gone. So.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I think it might be handled, Lazy Bunny.
All right.
Time for one more.
Well, we kind of got a late start too, so.
Well, time for me to do one more because I have to start dinner.
You have to start dinner. Oh, we can't delay dinner too long. All right. Let's see what we have here. Looks like Speed Streak. All right, Speed Streak. I'm kind of glad we picked you.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
Speed Streak, 443 subscribers, 713 videos. Look at that avatar.
Could one of our moderators please post the link?
All right. Speed Streak Channel Trailer 2020. And I will have to agree with you on this upload thing, and I guess I don't recall that before. But this is let me make a comment about your banner. I'm hoping Speed Streak is here.
Well, it allowed me to bring them up.
Okay, Speed Streak.
Well, I haven't seen them chat for a very long time.
The only problem I see with your banner, and I don't know a good way to improve it. I don't know from where you got this picture or created it yourself or whatever. But on a phone.
Thanks, Jessica.
Approximately where this red line is, and this red line, this area out here is not shown. It just doesn't exist on a phone. So in other words, you're not going to see the whole thing. Having said that, I think you have a banner that degrades well. So unless you have something important on either end that you want them to see.
Yeah, it is, Mandy. You're right.
It's very busy.
That's exactly what Mandy says.
It's very busy.
It's cool. It's very colorful.
It's very colorful.
You're trying to get all the little.
And like I say, I don't know if you created this or not. I do see. I'm not of the gaming mindset, but I do recognize some gaming people in here. So let's close that back up. Have a channel trailer here that's 1 minute and 21 seconds in length. Great length. Jump back to the About page and let's find out a little bit more about this channel. What's happening, everyone? My name is Speed Streak from Florida, and I do Let's Plays, reactions, discussions, reviews, hilarious challenges, and theories across video games.
Oh, there's Speed Streak. I created it myself. Very good.
Nice job.
Yeah, I like it. It's busy, but I like it.
TV shows and movies. If you like this type of entertainment content and like to keep updated for more, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the multiverse. Keep playing and keep YouTubing. So, do you consider yourself a gaming channel? I don't know. You did quite a job creating this this.
It takes some time.
And it would scare me to death to try to create something like this because of copyright issues. Here's like this.
Well, they're all,
it doesn't matter. You put Mickey Mouse on, and your
Mario and yeah.
Okay, so you have email address here. Is this your website? Let's go look. No, that's just you have a link to your site that you're already at. I'm not sure I understand the thought process behind this, but it's here. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay. Playlist. Let's see what you have here. You got a few.
Yeah, Pikachu. I saw that also.
All right. let's talk here just a moment about the playlist. And in generalizations. Number one, your channel is for you. You're not getting paid by Daniel Moj or Gaming Sound FX or VidEdge. Maybe you are, but if you are, more power to you. But chances are very good they're not paying you to advertise for them, but that's exactly what you're doing here. So you have got background music for gaming videos. This was put out by Gaming Sound FX. Let's just see what else is in here. Looks like everything in here is from Gaming Sound FX. So I guess the whole thing is, why are you advertising for them? Or if they're paying you, then that's fine. But if they're not, this is your channel, not theirs. Same way with all of these others. Small YouTubers boost. If you've got some sort of arrangement where, hey, for every you're going to pay me $500 a month to have all your channels listed here, well, that's fine and more power to you. But otherwise, this is your stuff. This doesn't belong to them. This appears to be this is all your stuff, which is great. And you have a good description here, and that's fabulous. So do you create this artwork yourself? Or is this a conglomeration of stuff that's a copy and paste thing, or do you draw this yourself? I'm curious about that. If you could answer that in the chat, I would like to. Yeah, Sean in Alaska. I once got a letter for using Donald Duck. They want their fees. Absolutely, they do.
Yeah, even in embroidery. If you want to use something copyrighted, you have to buy it from them and then have that license available to prove it.
Yeah, a high percentage of these things are yours, but you do have a bunch of them in here that are not yours. So let's take a peek at your videos. Mostly a combination of photos. Okay, I didn't know if you were the artist behind a lot of this or not. The only thing I can mention here again is for you to look at your thumbnails as you put them up there. Number one, there's nothing on these thumbnails that identify these videos as yours. That's one thing. I mean, they're bright, colorful thumbnails, and that's great. But if this were on a whole page of gaming videos, would yours stand out to be identifiable in some way? Some people do this by putting a small border around. Some people do it by cutting off a corner with a bright color or something to make them individualized. And again, just different thought processes for that to look at. The text, for the most part, it's legible. Not always 100%. So this Power Rangers battle for the grid, maybe? I'm not sure what that says. Yeah, I guess it says battle for the grid. But maybe if you're a gamer, that all makes more sense. Very interesting. All right, jumping back to your homepage. You have uploads here. Anime Game Multiverse. And these all appear to be your Game Multiverse. Yeah, these all appear to be yours. That's great. That's good to see. Popular uploads. I'm not a big fan of popular uploads. One reason for that is typically what you frequently find with somebody when they have popular uploads in here is their most popular videos are ones that are, I'm going to use the term aged. Maybe they've been around for 5 or 6 or 7 years and they've never had a viral video, which is fine. You don't have to have viral videos. But the only reason that their videos have gotten a above average number of views is because of their age. They've been around for a long time. So when you put popular uploads up here and you see a whole string of 4 or 5 or 6 videos that, oh, it's 4 years old, it's 6 years old, it's 7 years old, and then the thought process is, well, what the hell have they been doing for the past 6 months? Nothing. It just doesn't always present itself well. Popular uploads to me is not a good good thing to put out here. But you have done a nice job on making this page yours, really stretching it out. I think you've done fantastic. I would get rid of popular uploads. I would just get rid of it. I would also get rid of subscriptions, and I will but I will also say thank you very much for being a subscriber. And it's always fun for us to see Smudge pop up someplace where we least expect him. Speed Streak, thank you so much for being here. Very interesting channel. Very interesting. And if you have any questions of us, please ask. And folks, you might check out Speed Streak here as something a little bit different. All right, we're gonna do one more here. Sherry's gonna leave. This is gonna be just for me.
I can't. I can't.
Oh, this will be a quick one because this is a channel that we can use as an example. So, Homestead Dreaming. I can already tell you, folks, this is a channel that you can just go to and copy a lot of their ideas. You look at the thumbnail; it's a collage of pictures with a solid color, transparent banner that is using a highly contrasted text. So it's very, very easy to read. It's centered very well. Will display well across all devices. Has got a 2-minute trailer video. Jump back to the About page. Welcome, dreamers. We are Kira and Steve. This is our journey. We are homestead dreaming, meaning we aspire to someday have many acres of our own to cultivate. But until then, we are making the most of the space we have. We are slowly but surely trying to become as self-sufficient as we can on our tiny 1/5 of an acre lot in northeast Oklahoma, Zone 6B. So grab a drink, and I hope you enjoy the ride as we navigate the ins and outs of growing our own food, caring for our livestock, and stocking our shelves. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Would love for you to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when a new video is uploaded. The only comment I have here is that it's like maybe there isn't any kind of schedule, and maybe there isn't. But that's the only dart I can throw at this. Got an Amazon wish list, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you notice, she's actually gone to the point in the description here to say, join me on Instagram, join me on Twitter. Just well thought out playlists, a number of great playlists. I'm sure that they all have descriptions on them, but we always do a quick check and grab a couple at random, and they have wonderful descriptions on them. Bright, colorful videos, big text, easy to read. It's almost like she turned the vivid screen up on a TV set to produce these thumbnails. They really kind of pop out the page at you, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. I will point out, as we've mentioned, a lot of times it's good just to put this single word or a couple words in on a on the thumbnail to drive home the point, I guess. Homepage, uploads, and then going right into their various playlists, alternating pattern. We get down here to the bottom. I'm not a fan of this one. I just as soon see it go, but that's my personal thing. But yeah, anybody wanting to model your page after somebody, this is a good choice right here. They do a fantastic job. They're very good at their verbiage, good explanations, nice bright pictures. Just a very, very nice channel. And with that, because there's a couple things we have to do here on this end. We have our granddaughter here. We got to go get dinner ready. And we want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Special thank you to our moderators in the chat. All those folks with the blue coats on. Thank you very, very much for the wonderful job you do. You never get enough appreciation. Very special thank you to those dressed in green that are members of Smudge's People. If you would like to be a member of Smudge's People, just hit that join button down there below. We'd love to have you. Any and all of the proceeds for that go 100% back into this channel. What do I mean alternating? I think you're referring to Lazy Bunny Homestead. Down here on the page, she has a playlist here that is vertical. Then she has a playlist that is horizontal. Then she has another playlist that is vertical. So they're alternating from vertical to horizontal. It's just a way to make it not all look the same. So we go from vertical to horizontal. It's going back and forth. Okay. So, again, special thank you to all those folks who are Smudge's People members. If you'd like to become one, please click the join button down there below. We would love to have you. And Did we get stuff out?
I've had Kaylee for the last 3 days.
Yeah. So probably, well, we got some stuff ready to go out. Let's put it that way. We've had visitors here, so we've been a little bit behind, like I was getting started here today. Thank you all for being here. We've had a wonderful time.
You should show me where you put your decal, Sean.
Oh, I think it's
Is it on the table?
I think it's on the table. Okay. Sherry is saying I should show this to you as soon as she gets it to me. This is one of the things we've been doing here. This is a decal for like on a truck back window. And I'm trying to have it so that I'm looking here in the monitor. I don't think it's shining too bad there.
No, that's good.
But this is original artwork that I did, that we're making these decals either as iron-on patches or for the windows of your trucks or storefronts or whatever, wherever else you'd like to place one. So if you have an interest in that, please send an email to familyhomestead@gmail.com, and we'll fix you right up. And if you see this anywhere else, that's my design. And if they didn't get it from us, they stole it. Anything else? Everybody have a wonderful weekend. We will see you next Monday night with Monday Night Live. I'll have to check. It just passed my mind. So everybody have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. And Living Miracle Homestead next Monday night. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.